everyone, my name is Bicho, and for today's presentation, I will talk about an entrepreneur called Bumsup Kim, who is the founder of KAKAO. So to briefly talk about him, his name is Bumsup Kim, and his English name is known for Brian. He is the chairman of Korea's #1 mobile messenger, which is KAKAO, and he is the top 10 richest people in Korea. And KAKAO's market capitalization is known as $14.3 trillion. He started his business from mobile messenger, but now it has expanded its business to different areas such as mobility, game, and also banking services. So his life is really dramatic, so I came up with a timeline. He first graduated Korea's #1 university, which is Seoul University. He entered Samsung SDS in 1992. And suddenly at 1998, he decides to quit Samsung and set up a PC room known for PC Bang in Korea. This was very shocking for me because during 1998, Korea was going through a really hard time due to the IMF crisis. So many people lost their jobs, but Bumsup Kim had the courage to quit his job and find his new dream. And by setting up a PC room in 1999, he developed a game called Hang Game, which became really famous in Korea. And in 2001, he merged with Korea's #1 portal site called Naver and created NHN. Then in 2007, he decided to leave the company again and left to the States to spend more time with his family. And during his stay there, he saw the outcome of iPhone and came up with the idea, which made him to create a company called KAKAO in 2010. So why I chose this person is because it can be said that I grew up together with KAKAO. Because when KAKAO first came out to the world, I was in middle school. And from that time until now, I use this app. So I can't imagine my life without it. So to move on, one of the statements that Bumsup Kim said was, I would first say it in Korean. 악착같이 살지 말아라. 다만 관점을 바꿔보아라. Which means don't be persistent in life, but change its perspective. So he said, as we are living in a technology society, rather than piling up the past knowledge, people should adopt the change and find a way to fit into the changing society, which basically means to look at the society in a different perspective. So next, I will talk about his entrepreneurship quality. This paragraph here is what is written at KAKAO's website and in the company environment page. And the main point is don't be afraid to go to the path that's never been to. So people tend to be afraid of not following the normal way that people go, but like I explained before in the timeline, he quit his job during the IMF crisis to find his new dream. So he was not afraid of challenging, which made him to become a successful CEO. And especially the last part here, the red line part, is really impressive to me. I'll read it. When challenge is frightening, it's time to leave KAKAO. So he emphasized the importance of continuous challenging and looked at the problem from different perspectives. And about the customer value, he defined the mobile market in the eyes of customers and not as a service provider. First was the free messenger positioning. So before KAKAO came out to the world, people used the text messaging service, which cost money to use it, but KAKAO allowed it for free. And next, sometimes innovations can become a failure if it causes a great behavior change to the customer. But having a simplified concept of the service, which is KAKAO, it allowed less behavior change and large product innovation. And last is the value co-creator mind. KAKAO reflects customers' opinion about the app and modified the defect completely based on the customers. So to wrap up, the lesson that I learned from this entrepreneur is to be not afraid of challenging, and I should develop my own path in life and find what I am talented in. And I hope all of you guys to be always a dreaming person and find what you really want to do in the future. And that's it, and thank you for listening.